So there's a lot of confusion about bracing, and bracing in the context of loaded weight. So you're putting load on you, whether it's a barbell, a trap bar, a kettlebell, it could be a steel mace, whatever you want to call it, you're putting some weight on your body. Let's clear that up today. Let's talk about how to do that. And a lot of the concepts we talk about today come from disciplines like yoga and Pilates. You know, it may sound kind of like, oh, it's like for weak people, it's for women only, but really it's for everyone. All your elite powerlifters, Olympic lifters, gymnasts use these concepts. Whether they know about it or not, they're doing it, okay? And if they don't know about it, they should train this thing over and over and over, this bracing pattern. Now, I'm going to talk about it in the context of weight training. So, the most important thing you want to connect to is your pelvic floor. And those of you that come to my classes know I've drilled this so much, and you can probably roast me and make fun of me for it, but I don't care because it's important. So, pelvic floor, let's go. All you need to know is that it's a very important part of your body. When it is turned on, when you're using your pelvic floor, a lot of things improve. From your arches of your feet, to your posture, to your spine being supported, to every movement you do with your limbs, arms and feet. Those movements become optimized. They become stronger, easier, okay? So, how do you connect to your pelvic floor? Now for women, it's pretty easy. You can just tell them to Kegel. Just do your Kegel. But I want to take it a step further than just Kegeling, okay? Because to me that's not enough. So I'm going to draw this weird picture. Excuse my drawing. So this is said person. It could be male, could be female. Okay? This is the pubic area, the belly button, legs. Okay? So what we're going to do, if you're a woman, Kegel, but draw your Kegel up into your belly button, up into your stomach region, okay? This is where you should feel the tension in your body. Men, an easy way to do this is imagine that this dot represents the rectum, the butthole or the asshole, for lack of a better word, of this said person underneath. Now I want you to take your asshole and pull it up into your stomach. And where you should begin to feel is tension in your abdominals, this region, but also your glutes, your pelvic area begins to tuck. Your glutes tuck underneath. And that's a good thing. Your glutes turn on, your abs turn on. Very important piece to understand. Once you get this on, notice what happens to your posture. Your posture will probably go this way, upright. Okay, so it's hard for me to even show this to you because it's something that's so internal. It needs to be worked from the inside out. But if I'm hunched over and I draw my pelvic floor up, my posture will naturally improve. My shoulders are supported, my scaps are sitting now in a better position, and now you can go forth and do your movement. Okay? So this is the pelvic floor. This is really important. Now beyond this, beyond pulling up into your belly button, we got to take it a step further. Okay? Especially when you're doing loaded movements. So, we've got this piece down. Pelvic floor is on. Right? Let's take it a step further. After you do your pelvic floor, let's talk about creating intra-abdominal pressure. So you want to put air into this compressed tank that you've created. So let's put air in. Okay, you're inhaling. You got the pelvic floor on. You inhale. And you're expanding your diaphragm, your belly, with as much air as possible. So you shouldn't be expanding up into your chest too much, or your neck, or your traps. You're already over-dominant over here. We breathe through our chest and neck. We should be belly breathers. So I want you to focus on pelvic floor on. Expand your air into this target. You've pulled your pelvic floor. I'm using this term lightly. You're pulling the pelvic floor up into your stomach. And that's exactly where you should put your air. Fill up that area. Once you get the air in, you're going to hold your breath. Okay, so you're going to hold your breath with the pelvic floor still on. And right when you get your breath held, now you're going to lock these pieces together. Okay? How do you do that? Pelvic floor is on. The breath has come in. You're holding it. You're going to now take your hip bones and bring them together. And what you should begin to feel is wrapping sensation around your entire waist. Like your obliques, the size of your abs begin to turn on, your back feels ultra supported, and once you get all these pieces turned on, hip bones together, pelvic floor on, breath is in, then go ahead and do your movement. We can take it even a step further here. We can go and say, take this part of your body right at the sternum and pull that into your mid-back. So now you got your pelvic floor on, your breath in, hip bones together, and this part of your body into your back. Now you should feel super braced. There's nothing that's going to break you unless you're doing weight that far exceeds your capacity. Okay? So this is a very, very important bracing pattern that I want you all to practice. If it's too much at once, practice one or two things. Minimally, pelvic floor, big breath, holding it, and descend. That's your minimal bracing that you should do, no matter what. Pelvic floor on, big breath, keep your pelvic floor on, do your movement. If you want to take it a step further, if you want to elevate your game when it comes to loaded movements, then go pelvic floor, big breath, hip bones together, create your own natural belt. Take your sternum, draw it into your mid-back. Pick these cues according to what you can master first. So if it's for you, it's the Kegel up and the breath, and you want to master that while you're practicing the light weight, go for it. But if you've already done this to a certain degree, take it a step further. Go hip bones together. And practice these three. Take it a step further, sternum, mid-back. Okay? Use all of this in the context of what you're doing, especially when it comes to loaded movements, and watch everything get stronger. Your back is in a better position. You're a lot safer. You're not going to hurt yourself. You feel a lot more natural in your movement. Okay? Although this might feel unnatural at first, your movement pattern becomes more smooth. Try it out. Tell me how it goes. Peace.
Samir doing 285 at 10 o'clock at night after a full day of work. Let's go, Samir. Let's go.